The Lord is so good and so gracious, isn't He? Isn't He? Um, we had some divine appointments during lunch. And so, as the wonderful Holy Spirit gets to do, I believe that I was just led, and there's a couple of ladies that would like to share some words of encouragement. And Miss Ann, would you like to come first this afternoon? Y'all welcome Miss Ann. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, this isn't hard. It's not like it was a big storm, but when you have a storm, it's a storm. My husband and I retired in 2002, and right after that, he started showing some personality changes that got pretty hard to be around, and my daughter and her family and myself kept making excuses, covering it up. Well, finally in 2012, my daughter said, this can't keep going. He's going to the doctor. And he was in stage 3 of dementia. So if someone around you is showing these tendencies that are not like them, instead of getting angry, have them tested, make sure. But January the 1st of 2018, we were feeding cattle. And I turned around and he was bent over. And I just said, sweetie, get in the car and I'll finish. And so I finished. And when I turned around, I opened the gate to let the cows in and turned around, and he was on the ground by the car. And we had a Suburban. So how I did it, well, yeah, I know how I did it. But I managed to get him off the ground. He was out cold in the Suburban. We lived out on a ranch by Newport, and I just headed for Decatur. And 5 days later, they ran every test in the world. 5 days later, he was in advanced rehab with advanced dementia. And it'll be 3 years Wednesday. He was there from January the 5th until November the 10th. And he finally, that was on a Saturday morning. Thursday, he quit eating, and more or less, he wasn't in a coma, but I'm gonna say comatose. And I just watched him. Then he got where they had to put him on oxygen. Hospice, of course, was called in. And I sat there by his bed. I had taken a Bible study at church that year on the Holy Spirit. I've been a Christian all my life, and I've never called on the Holy Spirit. I never even thought about the Holy Spirit. It wasn't something I thought of, but that I had my chair pulled right up by his bed, and I'd just been sitting there all night long, just staring at him, watching every breath. And I finally went to the Holy Spirit and said, it's time. And what I would like, and this was at 1:30 in the morning, I said, what I would like is you to take him home, just softly and gently. And at 2 o'clock, he went home softly and gently. And I have learned when I can't pray, and sometimes I still can't, I call on the Holy Spirit. When Jesus left the disciples, he told them, I'm going to send you a helper, and that helper is the Holy Spirit. And he's right here. When we accept Jesus Christ, we get the helper, we get the Holy Spirit. So if you've never taken a course on the Holy Spirit, I'm going to encourage you to do so. But never be afraid to say, I can't pray. I can't do this. I need help. Because when you can't, the Holy Spirit can. He's there to help you. He's the helper Jesus sent. And then the other thing I want to just tell you once again, if there's someone you love and they start showing these tendencies and you don't understand why, instead of getting angry, which sometimes I got angry, get help. Take them and have them tested. They're not getting that way for no reason. And we had been married, I was 16, he was 17 when we got married. When he died, we had been married 61 years, 3 months and 8 days. And from 2012, it was hard after we retired. But one reason it was hard is because he traveled a lot, and you get along real well when they travel. There's no anger, there's no fussing. He left on Monday morning and came home on Friday night. We had great weekends. But he was a deacon in our church, and I kept trying to hide these things. And I finally went to our preacher and I said, I feel like I need to tell you Jimmy has dementia. And he said, oh, we've known that for a long time. He said, the deacon body has your back. He said, we've been watching you for a long time. Share it with your pastor. Share it with your church family, because they're there for you. The Holy Spirit's there for you. Call on him. That's all.